Hello, good morning, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I thought we'd take a quick look at, a closer look at some of the models that I picked up from the other day. In a previous video I picked up a massive box full of some vintage matchbox models of the yesteryear, and I had some 3-packs and some 4-packs of Lido models as well. The collection that I picked up was owned by an older gentleman who had them for a long time in his collection and never opened them as far as I'm aware of. And then they were passed on to a family member who had them in his sort of stashed away for 30 years and then finally decided to part with them. But anyway, I thought I'd take a closer look. And like I said, I did say I was going to make some smaller videos because there's a lot to go through, but I'm not going to do them that often. I'm just going to take a look at the odd one here and there, you know, just to keep it from being sort of too tiresome if you're going through the same sort of thing all the time. But anyway, we'll take a close look at a couple that I've picked out. So we'll just angle the camera down and take a close look. And we're going to look at that one in a minute. So we'll take a look at this 3-pack from Lido. And there's not a massive amount of information about it, really. There's loads of writing and stuff, but it doesn't really say a great deal, unless I'm being completely balmy. But I've had a good look, and it just goes on about, you know, the company and what and how they make them and how they craft them and other stuff. But there's no real information on the vehicles or what years they are. It's sort of, from what I can see, unless I'm being really stupid, it is just guesswork. But anyway, we'll slide it out and have a closer look if I can get it to. Because like I said, apparently these have never been opened and stuff. So, but we'll take a look at the this bus, Western National bus, because over here in the UK or in Cornwall where I live, we do have Western National. But I guess this bus is probably based around the 30s. I'd say sort of middle to late 30s bus. The coach works probably by one company and the engine's probably by something like Austin, or I'm not sure. I did have a quick look and I couldn't really find much. But the whole thing is metal. It is made very well. You know, it's a nice little bus. And it says the Western Morning News advertised on the side. But yeah, very, very cool. And again, I'm not sure the scale. It's probably 1 in 70 something, 1 in 76. I'm not quite sure what the scale is on this. But yeah, it's still a cool little piece. As I said, very weighty. And obviously by Lido. Made in England. But yeah, no real information on anything like that. And then the second one is this. Now this, I believe, is a Ford Model A. I believe it's a Ford Model A. You have to excuse me if you're hearing shouting. It's my kids out the back again, screaming and shouting. But yeah, and Evening Herald, which is Western Evening Herald, another newspaper. But pretty cool. It's got Lido stamped on the tyre. That's pretty cool. Gives it a bit of extra realism. And again, fairly weighty piece. And it's got the Ford badge on the back of the tyre cover, spare tyre cover. But like I said, they don't really say a great deal, which is a bit irritating. But it's okay. Like I said, these are pretty cool little castings. And then there's like a certificate of authenticity, 50 years, 1940s. Wartime collection. Oh, but I still think these are from the late 30s, these vehicles, to be honest. Let's just go on about what it's. And this is 2247 out of 2500. But it got anything at all? Don't know. I've only just noticed that piece of paper. But and then this is pretty cool. Again, this is based on loosely on a Ford. This is a little fire engine. Devon County Fire Service. Now I live relatively near to Devon. Obviously I'm in Cornwall and Devon's the next sort of county on. But I do like this, it's pretty cool. I've got a thing for fire engines. I do like fire engines for some reason. And again, fairly weighty piece. And like I said, these are sat, packed away for 30 years. And then obviously the owner owned them for however many years before, I don't know. These are not as old as the Matchbox models of yesteryear, but still very cool. And the thing is with this Lido stuff, unfortunately, it is a niche market, because they're definitely good to get into in one respect, because they are cheap and they're made well. But they're just not popular, and why that is, I don't know. I mean, I don't know a massive amount about older vehicles, and I think that's what throws a lot of people off. And I think the reason the older collector used to collect these is because there's vehicles they knew about. I don't know, but it is a shame that these just don't have a real appeal, because they are very nice models. You know, and like I said, I was lucky to get these. I was very lucky to come across these for what I paid for them, which was virtually nothing for all the big haul that I did get. But anyway, so that's the 3-pack. And then we're going to take a look at one of the Matchbox models of yesterday. I must have about 30 models and quite a few doubles of all different vehicles. But yeah, these are pretty cool. It's got on the front, so look, trademark. I did see a copyright somewhere. It's just more about the car itself, really. But it is pretty cool because they give loads of information about the car, and the artwork's pretty cool. Let's see, 1913 Cadillac. It just goes on, originally known as the standard of the world. Blah blah blah. Goes on. 4-cylinder. It's like the glint of the sunlight. There we go. I think it's a 6 litre, developing 40 to 50 horsepower. And the scale. And there you go. It says 1973 copyright. So yeah, I'll try and open this without destroying the box if I can. It should. And we'll take a closer look at the casting itself. Snagged on something here. There we go. And again, these are very well made. These are really nice. And again, big chunky rubber tyres, actual proper rubber tyres. And everything on this is metal, apart from the roof and the seat lining. And the obviously plastic radiator grille. But yeah, it's a nice little model. Spare tyre on the back. That would have been the battery box, I would have imagined. As I said, I don't know a massive amount about the older cars. They are pretty cool, but these are a whole different ball game, really. This whole era. I mean, this really was near the sort of the beginning. I mean, I know vehicles were out, you know, from the early sort of 1901, you know, but this was still in the early days. And I don't know what this would have cost new. This I would have imagined would have been like a sort of a luxury car of some sort. Whereas you could buy the Model T at this period, which was very basic compared to this, but at the same time the Model T was very popular because of the whole price, and everybody knows the whole way the Ford did what they did with the Model T. But this would have been a different kettle of fish, like I said, because obviously it would have been based at more the luxury type of gentleman, I suppose. But then again, very well done. We got Matchbox models, the yesteryear 1913 Cadillac and number Y6, which would have been in the range, and then made in England by Lesney. And the copyright stamped on the box, so what was the copyright? I think it was 72, I think. Have a brief look. 73, sorry. But anyway, that'll do for today. I will see you all very soon. I've got mainline Monday tomorrow, and I am actually going to get myself together tomorrow and do my restoration of some sort. Hopefully I might do 2 videos tomorrow, we'll see. But I have got a restoration I've been putting off and putting off. But anyway, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon.